Good morning, Alaska. It's me, Elizabeth.
And I'm Reed.
And we are at the Downtown Egan Center for the Learning of Reading Symposium.
Down in Anchorage, Alaska.
So, Reed, what do you know about reading?
Well, it's something that we've been doing all our life. We've been reading since day one, it almost seems. Comprehending different words, yes.
You've been reading since the second you were born?
Well, I've been trying. You start with picture books, and you work up to a little bit more, and then it seems like you already are in chapter books. Yeah.
Can you read chapter books?
I can read chapter books confidently now. Yeah.
Confidently, okay. I'm really glad to hear that.
Okay,
and that brings me to another funny thing.
Your
name is Reed, so you must be a good reader.
My name is Reed.
Spelled
I think
R-E-A-D?
R-E-I-D.
Oh, okay.
I swear.
My bad.
But I don't know. Maybe my parents shouldn't have named me that because, I do like reading, but not as much as you, Elizabeth.
Not as. And how much do you think I like reading?
I think
on a scale of 1 to 10.
From 1 to 10, I really think you're probably around an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're an 8.1.
Really?
Yeah, more than.
Thank you.
Because your name gives you an edge,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So in the last year, how many books do you say you've read?
Probably 3.
Since the start of January.
At the very least. Okay. Wait.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I've probably read since the start of January, probably 3 as well.
Okay, so we're tied.
Yeah.
It's equal. What if we had a competition to see how many books we could read by the end of the year? How many do you think you'd get to?
Okay, so a regular chapter book takes around, I don't know, for me with school and sports, around a month.
A month
to
read one? So
yeah. So maybe 12 books a year. How about you?
Yeah, I'd say I'm about the same. It depends on if I'm really into the book though.
Yeah,
because if I'm not,
it makes sense.
If I'm not interesting, I just don't finish it. Anton Ego and Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Because he's if I don't like the food, I'ma spit it out.
You got it there. Yeah. No, but books I'm really into, I finish a lot quicker.
That makes a lot of sense.
And then books that I feel like I might be forced to read for school or just don't find an interest in, it takes a little bit longer.
Okay, I'm gonna give a really hot take right now.
All right.
I honestly don't mind the books we read for school.
You don't?
If I'm being forced to read it and I actually figure out that it's not that bad. I know that's a hot take. I know a lot of people might not agree with me, but I kind of enjoy them.
You like those books?
Yeah.
Well, it really it depends.
It does depend,
but
most of the time I find myself enjoying them.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, we've been reading The Crystal Cave lately, and that's a book about Merlin and his journey through life. How have you been liking that book?
Okay, I'll be honest. This one's a bit of a drag. I enjoyed the first bits, but when they started doing random time skips, I was "You're losing me. You're losing me a little bit."
That's what happens. Is in the Crystal Cave, we kind of switch between chapters, and it just takes kind of an age gap from 2 years, and it's what happened in those 2 years?
I know,
what happened to Merlin? I want to know about his journeys.
I don't know. I think the book would be way too thick though.
It would probably be really thick if we tried to get all that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's funny too is we're both working on a school project on that book together.
We are.
In a group in English class.
In English class.
We're actually in the same English class.
That is really cool.
That
the
is
viewers
so
at home
cool.
know that.
Yeah.
That's just a fun fact about us.
Fun facts about us. We're in the same English class. Don't do anything with that information though.
No.
No.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So what would you say your favorite genre of book is?
Ooh, that's tough. I don't know. I really like books with just, I don't know what the exact genre is, but it's a lot of action.
A lot of action?
All right.
We got our first guest.
Okay.
Well, we're going to switch to our first guest here. So Elizabeth is going to switch out.
Okay. Do you want to interview first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
What grade are you in?
I am in 10th grade.
At South?
Yes.
Excellent.
My name is Reed.
Are we live?
Are we live? All right, yes, we are live.
All right,
I'm sorry.
all right.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
okay.
First time meeting you.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Bishop, Dina Bishop, your
Good to meet
superintendent.
you. Yes.
Yeah. Everybody out there?
Oh, yeah.
Taking care of business? Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't recognize you.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and I'm here with about 800 people from around the state to learn better about reading so that we can ensure that every kid, just like you, has a strong background in reading and can learn for a lifetime.
Yeah, there are a lot of people here. It's really surprised me. But it is really good to know that all these people are interested in that.
Yeah, it's terrific. And, it comes, teachers are always out for a free meal. We have a free meal, educators, so they're treating us well, like educators and teachers should be treated well. And I'm just going to learn some new things and come together and rally around students of Alaska.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's super cool. Yeah, I saw some of the food down there. It looked pretty good.
We'll make sure that you guys get some too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else you'd like to talk about?
I want to say to you folks back at school to finish strong. It's going to be a great year, and I know the last two have been hard on kids, especially seniors, your freshman and sophomore year. And junior year, we're a little messed up, but we want to let you know that we care about you. We're going to finish strong and have a great graduation. The world is really in your hands.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Thanks.
All right, now we're going to switch back over to Elizabeth. All right, so that was Dina Bishop.
That was Dina Bishop.
I did not realize that for a second.
Oh my gosh.
No,
we're getting like celebrities on our
it's
show.
almost like meeting a famous person. I'm not kidding. Like that was surreal.
What did she have to say for us?
Well, she said that she was just very happy to see all the different people. There are a lot of people here. She said over 800.
Oh, wow.
Over 800, and there's got to be a lot of food downstairs to feed those.
People are caring about the learning of reading in people. Because literacy, I think that's pretty important.
Good.
I think that's pretty important.
I agree.
All right.
Do
we have...
Can I switch out? All right. I'm going to switch out.
All right.
Hi.
Are we good? Hello, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. I'm Susie McKenzie.
Okay.
I'm the Director of Innovation and Education Excellence for Alaska Department of Education and Early Development.
So what does that entail?
We have 9 teams in my division, and one of the things that we're doing is the Science of Reading Symposium. So we also work with CTE, assessment.
We're touching on here at the symposium?
The focus for this symposium will be on reading and Alaska's first priority to have students proficient in reading by 3rd grade. So a huge focus on the science of reading because there are evidence-based practices that help students be more successful in reading. So that's what the whole symposium is about, and then that will help them be successful in other things as well.
Yeah, that sounds really great. And what do you think about the turnout? There's so many people here.
Oh my goodness, when we started planning, we said, what if no one shows up? And all of a sudden I look back and people are showing up.
This is really great.
Yeah, we're expecting over 900 people.
Wow.
And then there'll be a number of people that will do some live streaming. So we're thinking over 1,000 people will attend this event.
Wow, that's really, really impressive.
Very exciting for the first one.
Are you just going to be walking around the event today? Are you going to be attending,
Well, I will be hosting the event, so I'll be introducing the speakers, and then I will have a breakout session, a little bit of presenting.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for interviewing with me. I really appreciate it. I know
Thank
this
you
is
for
so great.
being here. Very excited.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Reed.
So who did you have on?
That was the head of the whole event. She's going to be hosting the event, and I know.
Yeah.
It's really great.
We've got a lot of cool people here today. I mean, a lot of high power people that, you know, it's really cool to meet.
It's really great to see how many people really care about reading and learning.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Very exciting. Are you enjoying yourself at the event so far?
I am enjoying myself. It's really fun. You know, just, I don't know, the amount of people, it's just,
and it's just started too.
Yeah.
There's still more to come.
There are still more to come. There's a lot more to do. We'll be around about 2 more hours, probably, somewhere around there, I think. Yeah. So we'll keep going and we'll keep interviewing, and we have our next guest right now.
Okay. Do you want to interview them, Reed?
I'm talking to you and I'm talking to them. Okay.
All right. We ready? All right. Hi, I'm Reed.
Hi, Reed. I'm Tammy Van Ly. I'm the Region 16 Comprehensive Center Director for Alaska.
Cool. It's good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah. So what are you doing here today?
Well, the Region 16 Comp Center is one of the co-hosts for the Science of Reading Symposium, where I'm working alongside Director Mackenzie and the Department of Education to host this cool event when everybody in the whole state can come together and talk about reading and how important it is for all of the kids in Alaska to be strong readers.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it's good to get all those, I mean, kind of high-power people to talk about stuff like reading, even though it might seem like a small aspect of school, it necessarily is what everything is based on.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, Reed, you're so totally on point there. Oftentimes people will just think about reading as something you do in elementary school or like kindergarten and first and second grade. But one of the biggest goals in Alaska is for all of our students to be reading at grade level by the end of grade 3. So there's a lot of work that has to happen at the very beginning of school, but then it follows you all the way through. Like you're a sophomore, I understand, and by the time you get to be a sophomore, you're not necessarily learning to read anymore. You're reading to learn. So you're using your reading to focus on your textbooks and the writing that you're doing and research that you might be conducting. So it's not something you just use when you're little. You use it forever through your entire life, no matter what you do.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. Yeah, I like that. No, I do understand the part where it's like you're in your younger years, you are learning how to read, and then once you're getting to my age, a sophomore, and just beyond that, you're learning to comprehend, and knowledge is being put into books to taken to be applied elsewhere.
Yep, you're exactly right. And if you don't have those skills to be able to like sound out words, you don't have strong vocabulary, so you can't figure out what the words mean, then it really is hard to comprehend. So gaining all of those skills when you're young so that you can be really successful in your learning as you get older and learn harder things, really important.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say today?
I don't. Just really glad you're here. Very appreciative of Mr. Butterfield and all of the students in the communications and the broadcast class at South Anchorage High School, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, now we're going to move on to our next guest. I'll switch out with you.
I'm Bob Griffin, state board member. It's the fundamental building block of all education, and so super excited to see 850 people show up across the state, because we really need that focus on that basic building block of K-12 education.
Of course, yes. Yeah. And so, as I understand it, as you're in like your young years in elementary school, that's where you're like learning the basics of reading. Is that sort of what the focus here is on, like the beginning of reading, or are we going like as you're growing up and you're getting more into comprehension and stuff like that?
Well, a little bit of both, but it's mostly focused on the science of reading. For a long time, there's been different schools of thought on the best way to teach reading, and this is science-based reading instruction. It's based upon data that's been collected from scientific studies along the way, and we're just trying to reinforce that concept statewide because it's, teaching reading efficiency is very important. Just like you mentioned, in kindergarten through third grade, you learn to read. So in fourth grade on, you can read to learn. And the statistics show that kids who don't learn to read well by about the time they're 9 or 10 and their brain starts to become hardwired and it becomes much more difficult to learn to read, it's that they generally don't catch up to the rest of their peer groups, and they develop behaviors that are to cope for their lack of literacy that are undesirable. And so all in all, it's just the most important task of a K-12 system. If there is something that is more important, I'm not aware of it.
Okay, so here we're focused on like the new ways of teaching learning. And what kind of, you mentioned scientific studies that have been done. What does that entail?
Oh, there are hundreds and hundreds of scientific studies that have been conducted on different techniques of teaching people to read. And there's 5 key elements in the science of reading. It's basically phonics-based phonemic awareness, the phonics that we haven't always focused in that direction, and this is a great example of how we bring people together to so everybody gets on the same sheet of music. So a kid moves around from one school to another.
They stay consistent in their learning.
Stay consistent with the same technique.
That's
exactly.
Great.
Yeah,
okay.
And this is something that has produced amazing results in other states. We look at states like Florida and Mississippi. Mississippi, you wouldn't guess, but is third in the nation in low-income fourth grade reading. And they've adopted this technique of the science of reading and have trained their educators across the board in the science of reading, and it has had amazing results. Unfortunately, we don't do that well in Alaska, but we're going to work really hard to improve those stats and achieve those reading results like other places have.
Yeah, and this symposium is a step in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming for an interview.
Hey, well, thanks for coming out, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. Nice talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Honey, are we good?
We're always good, Reed.
All right, yeah. So, was that was a good talk?
That was very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about what's going on here at the symposium.
I am too.
Reed.
I kind of went here not really knowing much about what was going on.
I honestly had no idea what was going on, but I think I'm starting to get into the swing of things.
A little bit, yeah. I'm really glad that all these people can come here and talk about all this stuff.
Yeah.
Really good to hear.
Good things are happening here.
Good things are happening. That is very true. Oh my
Very,
goodness.
very true.
Alrighty. So, do you have any jokes?
No. Do you? I know you were looking things up before the show, so
you have to
remember things. You have to remember at least one joke, okay?
All right.
Hit me with it.
Why did the chicken get confused with the pigeon?
Why?
Because they both lay eggs. That's probably a fun fact. I didn't even know before I got here. Chickens
that's actually
and pigeons
true. He did not know that both of them laid
lay
eggs.
eggs.
He thought that pigeons didn't lay eggs.
I didn't really exactly know what pigeons did. But they lay eggs.
This is why this symposium here is so important, so that we can properly educate our youth.
It is so important to be here, yes.
As the last person I interviewed said, he said, learn to read so that you can read to learn.
Oh, that's
perfect.
Yes.
I think that perfectly applies in this situation.
Yes, that's what I heard too. It's more that we are learning to read more in the lower grades up to third grade, and then around fourth, fifth, up till that, we're reading in books and comprehending those books to just get knowledge from, because
I agree with you 100%, Reed. I think that is very, very true.
Yeah, because there are amazing documents all around the world that you have to learn to be able to read to understand.
Yeah.
And those...
It's like in our world history class.
It is like in our world history class.
We are in World History class.
AP World History.
Yes, together actually. We're also in the same World History class and English class.
Same World History, English, and both our video classes.
Yeah. Don't know if you guys do that.
No, but that's probably a fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. In our World History class, there are a lot of documents that
we have to write about and learn about.
Yeah, I've
read.
Definitely never heard of, and now like are coming to light, and there are just so many. I tell you.
And you know, we would not be able to do well in our AP World class if we did not know how to read.
No. If you did not know how to read, you would probably struggle a lot.
Yeah.
But it is because of our education that we've been able to learn all that and be able to read.
Yeah.
At that level.
That is a very good thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm glad you agreed. I think it would be bad if you did not agree.
No, it'd probably be bad if I did not agree.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, well, now we're going to switch over to our next guest.
All right.
Morning. My name's Reed.
Nice to meet you. Tom Claymire.
Dr. Claymire.
No, just Tom.
Mr. Oh, Tom. All right, all right.
Mister's good.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
You've been on our show several times before.
Yep.
Yes, you've been talking to Elliot a lot. I know that. So why are you here today?
Well, first of all, thank you for doing this, having the live show, and this is super cool for you guys to get out. We get to talk about education every week on the Den, but it's kind of a close thing, and I'm zooming in from home. And what's exciting about this event is that we have, I say we because I'm participating, but the Department of Education and Early Development has organized this. Over 800 educators, administrators, members of the public are here that are concerned about the state of schools and improving reading instruction for our kids, and that we see as a benefit for our kids.
Yeah.
When the community is talking about those issues, when we're putting resources towards the issues, and when we're working collaboratively on solutions to make education better, we think that's a good thing.
Yeah, that is a good thing. Yeah, it's really cool to see all the people here concerned about those issues and wanting to, get more change and see them improved and all that. Yeah, it's really cool.
The other thing I appreciate about this is there's parallel efforts in the state by the department, but also by the legislature to try to pass the Alaska Reads Act, which would institute some of this, provide professional development for educators that would provide pre-K, expand pre-K options for our students so that they have early access to schools, and therefore by the time they get to third grade, they've had more of that learning environment at school with their highly qualified teachers to help them do well on not just the tests, but certainly that's when we start measuring for the high stakes tests, but also reading as a foundational skill. Every other content area, every other grade level, right, depends on the student's ability to access that information is largely connected to their ability to read. And so this is absolutely foundational, and it's a great thing. And we're also rooting for the legislature too to make some of these things more permanent, and we applaud the department for stepping in and kind of getting ahead of this curve starting now.
Yeah, that's really cool. And like building on what you said of that reading does pretty much everything we do and everything we uses reading. You might not think math uses reading, have a word problem, you need reading for
Absolutely.
that. And having those comprehension skills, being able to take apart a problem that might be written down and being able to spread that out and understand what you're talking about is crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. Clearly there's bigger issues that face public education. The educator shortage we have, that's a problem. In a lot of our communities, broadband access is a problem. a lot of our homes. There are social and economic difficulties that kids have to go through. In some homes, English is not their primary language that's spoken. And so we have all of those things that as a society we need to address to help students become fluent readers. But certainly this is one aspect of it, and I'm glad they're doing this.
Yeah, me too. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you have anything else.
No, it's good. Just a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
On our show, the Dene K.
I recognized him. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's funny to see people in person that you've only seen online.
Yeah. We usually see him on Zoom on the Dene K that we stream on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. on Wednesdays, we stream a Dene K show which talks about pretty much all
state news.
Yeah, state news within the state. And we have one of our other.
Our school show on Thursday.
Our school show on Thursday, yes. Alrighty. Our next guest.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Clinton. This is my name sign. My last name is Jackson. Hi.
Okay. And tell me what you're doing here at the symposium today.
Yeah, so I'm here really I want to learn more about, of course, reading and navigating through different grades to graduation, K through 12, but then, a lot of people after graduation, people need teaching for students. They need to learn about, getting a GED or a high school diploma, or for work, a lot of people need to get a job, but they have a lot of things they need to learn. They're trying to advance and skills they need for work. And so my job is I'm a higher education instructor.
Okay, so that's very interesting. So far everyone I've talked to has mainly talked about how learning is important at a young age, but you're here to focus on learning like as you grow older, as you graduate college, and as you go on into the workplace.
Yeah, so at 16 and on to older ages into adulthood, I'm responsible for kind of looking into the needs of people and helping people in high school. Some people can't graduate, but they do want to go into higher education. So my understanding is that some requirements will accept GED and some require a diploma. So if you want to go into college, you need to have a GED or a diploma. And that's an important criteria beforehand. But the GED test is really in-depth. There's a lot of reading required for it. And a lot of people who are trying to get to that point are really struggling, and then they look for the GED test and they find it such a challenge. And reading is a huge component of that. And so it's really important that those who are trying to obtain that have strong reading skills to pass their GED.
And that's really important to focus on learning in high school then, and making sure that people do like required reading and the correct studying and stuff to get ready for that.
Oh yes. Also, what's really important is STEM. The sciences, technology, engineering, and math. This is what I use for the sign for STEM. But your skills in reading and STEM, they convert really well into advancing your skills in the STEM core. So it's really powerful. It's really empowering if you have reading, and it's definitely worth people's time and effort.
Yeah, that's very true, because it's important for comprehension in math and sciences and being able to figure things out. So yeah, that's very important.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, while someone's in school, you guys while you're there in school, it is really important, just trying to do your best in school and getting into reading. That definitely does help you for the rest of your life.
All right, well, thank you very much for coming for an interview.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you. Important thing that we forgot to mention is that on May 4th is our school's video awards.
Oh, you're so right. So right. Yes. South Anchorage High School is hosting their video awards premiere, our video awards premiere. We are, and I'm entering a video, and so is Elizabeth.
So am I.
Yeah. So on May 4th, from 4 to 6, we will be having a carnival.
Yes, a free carnival.
Free, yes.
Yes.
Out in our parking lot.
I've heard so many crazy things about the carnival, like all the games and things that are going to be there. I don't know the specifics.
No, but I do know that there is going to be a bouncy house.
Okay, so that itself just kind of makes it worth it to be there.
Yes. So it is free, but for the use of the bouncy house, if you're interested in going, you will need a parent signed permission slip.
Have you got your permission slip turned in yet?
I have not got it turned in.
I have not mine yet either.
But I'm working on it. It takes a little convincing maybe, but
Your parents might not let you go on the bouncy house.
I really hope they do.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to bounce. Yeah.
And then following that at 6 o'clock in the auditoria.
Yes, in the auditoria.
Our official showing of the video awards. I know a lot of people have been working really, really hard on their videos and putting the whole event together.
Yeah,
and it's going to be really, really exciting. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. That'll be at 6 o'clock in the auditoria at South. It is $5, so make sure that you bring $5 per person. I know we haven't done it
in a very long time.
I think it's been 2, maybe 3 years since we've had an official video awards.
That makes this event all the more exciting.
Yes, it'll be very exciting. There'll be a lot of really good videos to watch and a lot of time and effort that has taken place for a bunch of different kids within South that have participated in the video awards. So
yeah, I'm really excited for the event.
I
really want to know who wins.
Oh,
I know it's probably not going to be
It's going to be a nail biter.
But I'm really excited to see.
Me too. Yeah, there have been. We made posters actually.
Oh yes.
And posted them around the school.
Yep.
I've gotten a lot lot of comments about mine.
They're really funny to see.
Everyone is really they get a little laugh when they see ours.
Yep. It's a little chuckle.
A little chuckle.
I know. I got really scared when I saw it up in the hallway because I'm featured on it. I'm one of the actors in Reed's film, and I got really, really scared when I saw it because I was like, is that me? I didn't realize.
Yeah. But it's really cool. It's a kind of a big thing, and it's on May 4th. You know what that is.
Don't miss it. May the 4th be with you.
Star Wars Day.
Star Wars Day.
It is Star Wars Day, so it is just the perfect day to be watching films.
Yep, of course.
It'll be really good. So if you want to stop by,
I really hope to see as many people as possible in attendance.
Yes, we want to see the entire auditoria full
of people.
Full of people.
Completely full.
And we want to see that bouncy house literally on the ground, no
Not
bounces because everyone's in there.
Left for people inside the
We want to see everyone in the bouncy house.
Everyone at once.
Every single person we can get, and it is free.
Yep.
So if you have any time at all, please stop by the carnival, which is free, and then for $5, stop by the auditoria for video awards. Yeah.
Some jokes.
All right. Yeah. Well, I don't have any jokes right now, but no, we could talk about some sports that have been going on.
Sports like what?
Like South sports.
Yeah, but please elaborate.
I'll elaborate. Yes. Okay. Well, so South sports have been going really well lately.
Yeah, I've heard that our soccer teams have won like every single game we've played so far, right?
Not every single game.
Most of them, though.
But I'm pretty sure that I know the JV boys are undefeated at this point. We have won every single one of our games, tied one, but we are still undefeated, and we are going hard. Our next JV boys game is on Thursday. Not sure exactly what the date it is, but it is next Thursday against Diamond. And then right after that, we have a game on Friday. I'm not totally sure against who, but it'll be again on Friday as well. And then this Friday, actually, we have varsity boys and a varsity girls game at South against Colony, both against Colony.
Is that today?
Oh, it is today.
Oh,
it is today. Today is Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, so today at 5, the varsity boys will be playing Colony. And then at 7, the varsity girls will be playing Colony at South, both at South.
And am I right when I say that you are captain of the
I
JV
am
boys
captain.
varsity team?
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you for noticing.
I feel honored to be in your presence.
Oh, no. No, but yeah,
And then
I am captain of my JV boys soccer
Last
team.
night, track and field had our second outdoor meet,
Oh, that's exciting.
our second quad meet. I ran in it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I heard that you PR'd.
I did. I PR'd in the 1600, and I'm very happy with how I
in the
ran.
1600, so that's a mile.
Yes, that is a mile.
Okay. What was your time?
I ran in 5 minutes and 37 seconds.
That is very impressive.
Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure the normal, like the average mile is a 7-minute mile?
Well, I guess it depends, but like
It
I think
depends.
7 minutes is really, really solid.
Yes, 7 minutes is a solid mile
Yeah.
time, and so Elizabeth here pushed it up by a minute and
Half
a minute and a half.
Yeah. And then
yeah.
I'm pretty sure next week we have another meet. I'm not sure what day it is on, but
Right.
I do know that we have one.
Yeah. Okay, that's really
And-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've also got baseball and softball going on, and I'm pretty sure softball's only had 2 games so far, but I'm pretty sure that they've won both of them.
Good for them. Good
Yeah.
for our softball team.
That is really good. South is doing really good right now.
We're a very athletic school.
We are an athletic
It would seem.
school.
It would seem.
Yeah. And then, do you know anything about baseball?
No, I'll admit I don't really follow baseball.
I don't either that much, but I'm pretty sure they went somewhere out of state.
Really?
And I'm pretty sure that they won.
Good for them.
Yeah. I don't have that much.
We need to get
More
like
on that.
new sources like
But
on
yes.
the inside of the baseball and softball
We
teams.
do. Yes, if any of the baseball or softball players are here at
Yeah.
the Egan Center today,
Yeah, please stop
find
by.
us.
Give us
Stop
some
by and
information
we
on
will
your
interview
sports.
you.
Yeah.
We would love to hear more about the baseball and softball and how it's been going.
Yep.
Yeah. That's really cool. Do you have anything more about track and field?
No, not really. I know that state is in a few weeks,
Okay.
and I'm hoping to make it there.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And do you have anything to say more about soccer?
Not anything more? No. Oh, if anyone's interested, there will be a JV boys, JV girls soccer South scrimmage down at the South Field. We'll be scrimmaging from 3 to 4, and then if you want, you can stay right after for the Colony games. There will be a lot of concessions. I'll be working concessions, so if you want to say hi, please stop by. That'd be great. Love to see a lot of people. You know.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're helping out with the community, selling
Thank you.
apple cider and candy.
Yeah. There'll be apple cider, hot chocolate, candy.
All the
Not
good
sure.
things.
Yeah.
All the good
a lot
things.
of baked goods too.
Yes.
A lot of brownies.
I was at last week's teal game
Yes.
for soccer, and
Uh-huh.
I know there was a bake sale there that was raising money for cancer research.
Ovarian
and,
cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was very exciting to see. I'm glad that we're helping
Yeah.
support and raise money for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So last week we had the ovarian cancer awareness games at South. They were both against Service.
Yes, Service.
Yeah, and we were just supporting research against ovarian cancer. Everyone wore teal as much as they could, at least. And there was a bake sale. There were a lot of good baked goods there. I had a few. And then we also had a concession stand within the at South. And I was working that as well. So that was
Very
pretty
cool
cool
of you, Reed. Very
Yeah.
cool of you.
And last week, do you know the score of those games?
No, I do not.
Oh, the varsity boys that played at 5 last week, they won 2-0, I think. And then the girls,
Were they
I
like
think-
3-0?
I think they were 3-0.
Dang.
Yeah.
Good for.
South has done really well.
We have done.
They have.
All right. So let's move on to another topic.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So. All right.
All right.
And on that note, thank you guys so much for coming out and watching.
Thank you.
It's so great to see so many people here at the reading symposium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there'll be a lot of people here. If you're interested, please come down and visit. And
yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And
remember to keep your claws sharp, Wolverines.